Season 53, War number 3, and today we've matched up against Turk, and the bands are Ironheart, Lady Deathstrike, Spider-Man 2099, Omega Sentinel, and Ultron, and my team today is Mr. Negative, Photon, and Infamous Iron Man. I'm starting on Path 9 this war. I did not plan this war. I am generally unable to plan on Sundays, so my co-planner did this one. Usually the thing is, I plan the Wednesdays and usually Fridays, and then he plans the Sundays. Pretty good agreement we've made out, so yeah, I have a pretty similar team to what I'd be assigning as well, and we're going to be taking some interesting fights today, especially with iDoom, so I'm excited. I'm really glad he gave me an iDoom war, because I always love when I get those. iDoom is a super fun champion, and I've been loving using him this war tactic. So anyway, we're starting against Bishop, which is obviously the champion iDoom was designed to counter. Node 9, so Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison, along with Power Reserve. And iDoom just gets this fight done really fast. We're going to take some poison damage just because he's not immune to that portion of the node, but we can still hit him consistently in the Incinerate phase, and then he just goes down just like that. So next up we're fighting Mordo. This was legitimately the fight I was most nervous about this entire war. Not because Mordo's like extremely difficult, but because of two things. One, I neglect to use an invul on purpose because I use so many invul boosts in the season that I just need to be as cautious on how many I use if possible. And you know, Mordo, he goes red a lot, so that means I'm probably eating an SP3, and I won't have invulnerability boost to avoid that. Get double resisted because stand your ground, that's fun. But either way, yeah, I wasn't looking forward to this fight, but I figured I could do it still. Again, poison I'm not immune to, so that portion of the tactic is also just really frustrating. And yeah, this fight in general is just really frustrating. I didn't play it the best. I don't know. This could go very awry very fast, and I'm fully aware of that. But here, I am one debuff away from placing the heal block, and then my medium misses, so I don't get the heal block still. He's just power gaining so much. Now he's at special 3, and I'm like, oh, crap. This is going very badly. He's still at 90%, and I've already eaten an SP3. What am I going to do now? So yeah, he is at low power, meaning my SP2 is going to do pretty little damage. But also, it's just going to do pretty little damage no matter what because of power focus right here. Anyway, I'm just going to drop the SP2 without the aura because I can't afford to actually get a medium off right now, or else I was going to go red. Luckily, those shocks do pretty decent damage, but we're pretty tied on the health race, so I just need to improve and adapt mid-fight, and then I'll be okay. Luckily, my second medium doesn't miss there, so I can reapply the heal block. But either way, just keep doing iDoom things. Power burn there does decent damage, it's alright. Not the best. Like, this is just a super unideal matchup, and I don't think I'd assign this one again. I didn't decline it because I thought I could do it when I read over the plan before we went through with it. But I don't think I'd want to do this one again. But it worked out. We did get the solo, and that's what matters in war, so I'll take it. Another thing is now we're going to move on to Section 2. And my Section 2 was fully decided by me. I actually picked this path. It was not my co-planner. So the problems that are going to ensue in these fights are going to be totally my fault, and not his. So we're starting against this Kushala, which is actually, Negative is good here. Like, Negative's definitely a good tactic attacker for this fight. He's Nullify immune, so if I somehow take a combo and then somehow eat an SP1 as well, then I won't get incinerated and stuff like that. Very big hypothetical, but as long as I dex special attacks, like, it should be fine, because that prowess node, it's big. It means that if you get hit by a special, it's not gonna go well for you. Like I do right here, and holy crap, if that last hit crit me, that's a deathless season that just ended. I don't know why I didn't just finish my combo and drop an SP2 instead of baiting another SP1. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever done, because it just caused me to eat that special, which I probably shouldn't have even tried to dex anyway, but I did, and almost died. This war is just going great for me, that's for sure. But anyway, I also realized mid-war that I didn't turn Resonate back on from last war when I took it off to take a Domino. So now I'm switching back to the Resonate build, because that also made a bunch of my iDoom fights, like, a lot worse, because iDoom's debuff access, while good, is not great, and Resonate helps that a lot. So now I have Resonate back, which would have been awesome for that Mordo fight, but I just remembered right after Kushala that I wasn't ever triggering Resonate, and that's why. So the reason that putting myself on path 6 was a bad call is because I forgot about the node that does that thing.
It was at this moment that he knew.
I paused the fight and realized that I forgot about the Band-Aid Solutions node, which, if you don't know the history behind the Band-Aid Solutions node, it was added to Path 6 specifically because Nimrod was a tyrant at the time of when it was needed. And Nimrod basically screws over every single other tech champion who likes to deal shock damage. Because of how overtuned he is, and because of the fact that he is the reason that node is there, it is, by contrast, hurting iDoom, and I always think of it as the anti-Nimrod node, which is the only reason why I just completely forgot it would be on that fight. Because I'm just like, hey, don't send Nimrod and then you're chilling. Yeah, iDoom just gets screwed over as well, and I didn't think about that. So now I have to readjust my playstyle and make sure Negasonic doesn't throw a special attack for the rest of the fight, or else I'm gonna die. And luckily, his power control is so good that you can just do that. Because yeah, we just power burn her a bunch, anti-bait her special attacks through normal anti-baiting methods with blocking, and she dies before anything extremely bad could happen. Okay, so next up we have 43 Sinister. I did originally have 38 Sasquatch as well, but back to the whole thing about saving invols. We assigned a player with Jessica Jones who was confident about taking that Sasquatch, so I was like, if you want to save me an invol and you feel confident in soloing that fight, by all means go for it. So I lost that fight to save an invol, happily take that. But I do still have my other minis, which is going to start with this Mister Sinister on node 43. And the reason I'm using iDoom here is just because he's immune to both Shock and Incinerate, and I don't play this fight very well. I'm going to get 2 Dejuns on me, and then I think I realized in this fight that I'm like, okay, my strategy is now just kill him as fast as physically possible. So let's do that. Another thing you're going to see me not do, which I probably could have done, is fully release the heavy attack to where it actually knocks him down and then special 2. It's something I do with iDoom before, often, but I couldn't remember if when Sinister got buffed, they removed the ability for him to block unblockable attacks from tech champions. I think I learned later that day that, yeah, tech champions can still land unblockable hits. I just didn't remember in the moment, so I made sure to cancel it from the heavy instead of knocking him down with the heavy into special 2. So yeah, I barely had time to talk about that fight because it's already over. But of course, we're finishing the war with yet another rank 3 Enchantress boss. I guess I'm getting tired of this fight. I don't really know what else to say about it. Yeah, the 3rd time taking this season already. And the lag spikes, awesome. I can barely tell what's happening there. Really cool. But it's fine. We're just gonna do the normal negative stuff, abuse his power control mechanics, and just kill this Enchantress as fast as possible. Hope she doesn't throw too many specials into my block. And here I'm gonna go for my Petrifies. She's heal blocked, she has Petrifies, she still gains power because that's a thing she does, but that's okay. At least it is letting me control the power a little bit and making sure the degens fall off of her before she gets the opportunity to throw another SB1, because I don't want her storing degen damage in her spell damage reflect stuff. So, anyway, we eat the SP3, we're invuled, as usual. That's how you do this fight, you invul and do normal negative stuff for the most part. But here I'm like, yeah, I gotta bait that special one, because I don't want to be doing a bunch of ramping while I know she's going to be able to drop a special attack. So I'm just going to bait that out, get rid of her spells. Here I'm just like, please dash in, please dash in. She does, like, right before my heavy auto releases. And yeah, here I should have done a better job anti-baiting, because yeah, she's very inclined to drop her special. So if I don't anti-bait, like, perfectly, then she's gonna throw it every time, and I just didn't anti-bait well enough. So luckily we're chilling. I'm gonna drop my SP2 with only 11 degens, which I should have ramped more, and you're gonna see why. Because she's gonna drop an SP1 to my block, because she does that, and then now she has spells, and I'm like, well, she just stored up so much damage that she can reflect. So now I need to kill her, like, right now. And I was hoping that heavy would do it. It didn't. And I'm just... If she dropped the special on my block, I might have died. I think I would have died if she dropped that special on my block. But she didn't. So, yeah. Alright. Here's the funny story. So we did win the war. We won on time. And I'm going to say this because I don't feel morally obligated to hide it when under the circumstances. And basically what I mean is, we have a history with Turk. We have faced them 3 times in the past 3 seasons, I think, maybe 4 seasons, and 2 of the times they have accused us of cheating over fights that are taken by very normal counters. This time it was taking Enchantress on node 14 with Cap Infinity War, because apparently none of them had ever seen that before, so they accused our player in PG1 of cheating. And yeah, we tried respectfully to convince them, like, go check on YouTube, watch this fight, you can clearly see this is something that's done before. They were not chill about it. They were actually quite disrespectful to us. So we might have said some trash talk in the war room after we won on time, but I feel like we deserved that, because, like, come on, man, 14 Enchantress with Cap IW is an assignment that so many top alliances send. So, like, come on, man. So it was a really nice victory to get to beat them at the end of that, after they accused us of cheating. And again, this is the second time they have accused our alliance of cheating. I don't remember what the first time was, but it's getting ridiculous now. Like, do some research before you accuse another alliance of playing unfairly. Like, come on, man. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I hope you enjoyed seeing iDooms do some really cool stuff. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.